Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Giants going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Humphreys. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that when their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really did. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Manning to throw on second down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Billy Cundiff now to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now with him and a loose football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Johnson, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Manning now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Giants a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop it?
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it'll bring up third down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And able to find John Brown. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down in the red zone this time.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a too tight.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. When the Giants have it, it's picked up. Shelling the tackler, that gives him some room. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Red zone opportunity.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable he is.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to that.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be a New York first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Slant route caught by Edelman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first and 10, here's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. Manning going to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down and 3. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. And now out come the Giants. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And it's 1st down, New York.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw, it's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Manning. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Throwing now is Manning. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Manning now on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Call it a pickup of 7. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete, he finds Bray. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Quite the uptick here from last week as the numbers show. I guess if you're a coordinator with how much you base your offense around a guy like this, do you say this week, we're going to get him involved early, we have to?
No doubt about it. You know, a lot of guys script their plays to start out. I think in their script, the first 5 plays, 4 of them were right to him. Get him the football, get him involved early. That'll help the overall offense.
Here's Manning to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Let's go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Beckham, the return. job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Over the middle here to Brown. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Cundiff able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Manning now to throw. He's got Lewis. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On now in a big spot in this ball game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range because a field goal would win it?
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight defense with an idea that you have the lead. Whatever you do, don't let them in the field goal range and give that up.
Maybe tight but not too tight. Right?
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's kind of like lacing up your shoes. Get it exactly right and no more.
See if they lace them right. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Humphreys. A gain of 6 there on first. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. And New York set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.